And here you have it, Actinidia deliciosa. And now what we're referring to is the innocuous but never superfluous kiwi fruit. Now, what you're looking at right here in this bar chart is basically a baseline and post-intervention. It was a 5-week study. The baseline was basically the first week, and 4 weeks after that, participants consumed 2 kiwi fruit, 130 grams a piece approximately, 1 hour before going to before sleep. Now, what you notice here in this particular chart is generally that the lower the number, the better. So what you're seeing right here is a dramatic improvement in sleep quality within a very short duration of time, just by the consumption of Actinidia deliciosa kiwi fruit, 130 grams times 2, about 1 hour before bedtime. Now, what is neat about kiwi fruit before we get into the study, like a couple of highlights, for example, and to possibly why you get this dramatic result, is, for example, it contains about 24 micrograms per gram of melatonin, and surprisingly as well, 5.8 micrograms per gram of serotonin. Now keep in mind, 130 grams times 2, well, you do the math. Now the next bar charts. All right, what you're looking at right here is fatigue, reduction in that, physical complaints, as well as disturbed sleep breaks, all improved upon the 4-week consumption of kiwi fruit. Now let's get right into the study. It's quite a simple study, but there's some interesting highlights here. And keep in mind too, the study itself was done in elite athletes. But as you look at the backstory, which we'll enter first, you can see how that can basically apply to a huge venue of individuals through everyday events. So let us proceed as follows. Study is the impact of kiwi fruit consumption on the sleep and recovery of elite athletes. Elite athletes are predisposed to challenges to their sleep, such as habitual short duration and poor sleep quality. The multifaceted demands placed on elite athletes, including the frequency, volume, intensity, and timing of training and competition, performance anxiety, and travel requirements. Again, interject and publisher bias and expand beyond the scope of the actual study. You can see how that can possibly apply to a huge venue of individuals and can negatively impact sleep health. Good sleep health is characterized by satisfaction, appropriate timing, adequate duration, high efficiency, sustained alertness during waking hours. It can be assessed in athletes using the regulatory satisfaction, alert, timing, efficiency, and duration questionnaire. Are you sated? Interesting. Sleep health is a concept which involves a holistic view of sleep as opposed to individual symptoms and disorders. Other lifestyle factors such as nutrition, caffeine, exposure to technology can also have detrimental impacts on athletes' sleep. Poor sleep quality and resultant under-recovery can negatively impact training adaptations, increase the risk of maladaptation, and reduce subsequent performance, which may lead to non-functional, overreaching, and shorter-term and overtraining syndrome. Otherwise, my favorite too, unexplained underperformance syndrome, UUPS or UPS. Kind of cool in the longer term. Now, that's the backstory. Now, the hypothesis as to possibly why Actinidia deliciosa, a kiwi fruit, may have such a positive impact on sleep quality, we're going to delve into in this one paragraph. Let us begin. Kiwi fruit has been shown to contain melatonin, 24 micrograms per gram, as we discussed, which may play an important role in circadian rhythm regulation. Getting to sleep and maintaining sleep are easiest at the onset of melatonin secretion. The serotonin, 5.8 micrograms per gram content of kiwi fruit, may contribute to improved sleep, while the rich antioxidant content may suppress free radical expression and inflammatory cytokines. Folate deficiency has been linked to insomnia and restless leg syndrome. The folate in kiwi fruit may improve folate status and consequently improve sleep. Now, it gets really super interesting. To proceed, a small randomized crossover study comprising 6 males and 8 females demonstrated the consumption of varying doses of kiwi fruit with 2-week washout between doses resulted in a significant increase in plasma vitamin C compared to the baseline consumption of 2 kiwi fruit daily, significantly raised plasma vitamin C by 20%. To reiterate twice, all right, to emphasize. Additionally, improved antioxidant status was evident. Lymphocytes isolated from blood collected from participants demonstrated decreased sensitivity to oxidative attack by H2O2, which is hydrogen peroxide. In vitro, and endogenous participants, that'd be interesting. Endogenous oxidation of lymphocyte DNA was also decreased. However, it must be noted the results of the study may not be generalized due to a very small sample size. Now, the intervention. And to reiterate, that was the hypothesis and why the results were as follows. Now, to understand part of the study as far as how they intervened. Following baseline assessment, as we discussed, was first week. All subjects began the intervention weeks 2 to 5, hence 4 weeks, the intervention. Participants were asked to consume 2 medium-sized green kiwi fruit, Actinidia deliciosa, an hour before bed. Again, as a reference, is about 130 grams per fruit. Now the conclusion, because it's pretty self-explanatory, because the results are pretty simple. And the conclusion as well. The manipulation of the timing and dose of kiwi fruit may have applications in terms of sleep and recovery and antioxidant consumption in relation to training. In athletes, that warrants further investigation. The results presented suggest a potential role for kiwi fruit consumption in sleep promotion and recovery protocols for elite athletes. Consuming 2 kiwi fruit 1 hour before bed is a practical whole food-based intervention that can easily be implemented in real-world settings. And of course, now the kiwi, as far as its forms. Whole food form, but is also consumed in various processed forms, drinks, sweets, lyophilised products, freeze-dried, dehydrated products, and juices. Further research is warranted to develop protocols and products designed to specifically to promote sleep and recovery in elite athletes, i.e. or consume a couple of kiwi fruit. Now, that is an amazing substance, and that's what I try to say, never innocuous. Often people pass by kiwi fruit itself, but yet it yields a tremendous amount of health potential. And when you look at the breakdown of the dynamics of kiwi fruit on its own, it may be one element. It could be the melatonin. It could be the combination, the melatonin and the serotonin consumption and the folic acid with the raising of vitamin C, reduction of hydrogen peroxide, sensitivity, and so on and so forth. You get the picture that kiwi has a pretty unique dynamic overall in helping alleviate a lot of the elements that may interrupt restful sleep while itself being a whole food onto its own. Also, too, as a caveat, they also said the timing of the consumption of the kiwi fruit, so keep in mind, according to the study, they received the results 1 hour before bedtime. Doesn't mean other times may be different, but until then, the outcome was based upon 2 kiwi fruit, 130 grams, so 260 grams total. You get like a big kiwi fruit. 1 hour before bed yielded tremendous results. But if you look at the life of an elite athlete, the cool part about that is you're looking at an extreme test. Now, through daily routines and so on and so forth, again, this is interjecting publisher bias, meaning it wasn't part of the study protocol, but yet may hypothetically yield an incredible benefit for everyone else through daily life and routine on its own. School, so on and so forth, you can get all this anxiety type things that at play where kiwi fruit can have a positive intervention, hypothetically. Again, gratitude to the researchers. Pretty cool, 24 micrograms per gram of melatonin, 5.8 micrograms a gram of serotonin, folate, as well as raising vitamin C plasma levels, and also to reducing the sensitivity to H2O2 and a lot of other cool things as well on top of that. Cool overall, and I'm humbled that you watch, and look forward to see you all next week. See you next time. Bye.